How's it going, fellas, and welcome to the channel where I kick back, relax and talk video games. And today I'm going to be helping you guys out in how to shoot in NBA 2K18. The devs have told us the shooting percentages are nowhere near the same in 2K18 as what they are in 2K17. So instead of complaining, instead of these keyboard warriors getting on Twitter and going, oh, I can't make shots, what's going on? I'm going to teach you how to make shots. In the next few minutes, I'm going to be talking about how to make shots in NBA 2K18. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the shot meter. My God, how small is it? If you haven't played NBA 2K18, just turn the shot meter off to begin with. I don't understand why it's so small. What's the point of even having it? Maybe for those people that desperately need it. But honestly, guys, the one bit of advice that I can preach is to turn the shot meter off. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it makes the game so much easier to hit consistent shots. As I said, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's so much better. Each jump shot feels unique, so you can actually feel comfortable with certain players. Like if you have a KD player that you know is released, you know that you're gonna have consistent shooting with KD. It's the same with if you know LeBron or jump shot. In my career, the jump shot 23 is a good release, so you know you get used to the release. It's just like the jump shot meter, but it becomes instinct. It becomes actually just knowing, oh, I hold it for about 2 seconds and then let go, and you get so many more shots in. It helps so much, trust me, guys. If the one thing that you take out of this video, anything that you take out of, is to get used to this, just turn the shot meter off and just play for probably about a week. And trust me, if you aren't shooting better, I don't know what's wrong with you. But one thing that people think isn't important is the shot feedback. Yeah, I do tend to agree with you. In other NBA 2K games, the shot feedback, it doesn't really have a bearing. But now that they've changed it, now that they've actually put a contested tab on there, it changes it completely, because now we actually know how contested our shots are. And there's so many ranges. There's heavily contested, smothered, open, wide open, I don't know, there's plenty more, like there's a few more, so there's so many different outcomes. And trust me, guys, if you are heavily contested, you are not going to make shots. The shot feedback is crucial, so you've got to actually take note of it. You've actually got to realize, I'm not open, so I can't shoot this shot, because it actually matters. It's the same with the release. If you're slightly early or slightly late, you have to adjust. The shot feedback in NBA 2K18 is crucial. So the next thing I want to talk about is just a few tips, just a few things to make you shoot better in NBA 2K18. And the first thing is, it's the same with the feedback, but actually change your game around the shot feedback. If you are always getting contested shots, use more ball movement, use more dribble moves to create space to get open, because throwing up contested shots, it didn't work in 2K17, it did a bit in 2K15 and 16, but it definitely doesn't in 2K18. So don't throw up contested, just pointless contested shots time after time, because they're not going to go in. Trust me. If you just throw up contested shots, if you see the shot feedback is contested, don't expect the shot to go in. So learn how to get wide open. You need to learn. If I have to make a video, leave in the comments below in how to get wide open, and I'll make a video about it. I want to teach you guys to get better, because I'm sick of people complaining that this game is crap, because the people that play the game just aren't that good, and they take it out on 2K because their skills just aren't up to standard, and they complain and expect them to change the game because they're shit at the game. So the next thing I want to talk about is the shot itself. Look, when you get the shot feedback, you're better to be slightly early than slightly late, if that makes sense. You don't want to be slightly late. I don't know if it's the same as other 2Ks, I haven't tested it enough. But every other 2K, slightly late always misses more than slightly early. So always tend to release your shot early instead of late, because late always seems to hit the front of the rim and never seems to go in. So trust me guys, with this, just always keep it in the back of your mind. Just, you prefer early than late. And also as well, when you're looking at your jump shot, everyone knows that you've got to release the jump shot at the top of the release. That isn't technically true, because at the top of the release, you don't go up and you don't go down. So everyone releases it too late. So what you've got to do, because you've got to cater for the button input lag, and you've got to create time for your brain and all that shit, so release it while he's going up, just before you know that he's about to stop. So just before, while he's still going up, release it then. Don't release it when he's at the top of his release. Release it just before it. So the last thing I want to talk about in this video is the stats. Look guys, if you're shooting shots with players that can't shoot, they're not going to go in. The best thing to do, I know you guys all probably have already, but push up or down on the D-pad. I always forget which one, and that brings up the stats, the A, B plus and all that sort of stuff. Bring that up every time, because that is critical, especially for three-pointers in this game. Look, I've hit contested three-pointers, but it was with an A plus shooter, an A minus shooter. People are throwing out contested shots with like power forwards and stuff. That's just not gonna work, guys. It's not. So you're just hitting your head against the brick wall. So just trust me, guys. The stats actually matter. If it's not at least a B, don't bother throwing the shot up if you're not completely wide open. And even Ds, like, they're not meant to go in. Even if you're wide open, the shooter isn't good enough to make the shots. So the video game shouldn't just allow them to. That's the thing, guys. Trust me as well with this. This is the second thing that you should... I know I've preached that you should take a lot out of this video, but the two things is no shot meter and stats matter. Don't throw up shots that aren't meant to be taken by the shooters that shoot them. Trust me, guys, you've got to start to learn this, because it is crucial in NBA 2K18. They're trying to make this game realistic, and it's going to affect your gameplay if you just keep throwing up stupid shots time after time. If you don't have a shooter open, don't shoot it. Pass it and give it to someone else. Give it to someone else, or try and create an opportunity for yourself or a teammate. Don't just throw it up for no reason. If you run out of shot clock, so be it. Throw up a shot at the end of the shot clock if that's the worst thing you can do. But at the end of the day, you've got 24 seconds to find a shot. Use it all. But anyway, guys, I've talked and raved long enough. I hope these tips help. I hope this video helps people in making shots in NBA 2K18. Look, guys, I'm not the greatest player in the world. I don't claim to be. But the amount of people that I just see complaining on YouTube and Twitter and on social media, and I watch them play the game, and I'm like, I wonder why you don't make shots. And if you're not one of those guys and you're just looking to get better at the game, I appreciate it, because I'm always looking to get better at the games. And if you guys have any shooting tips, leave them in the comments below, because I am interested. I'm always willing to learn about this game, because I want to get better at it. I don't want to sit and complain on Twitter and complain and complain and complain. You've got to learn to get better. Practice makes perfect. As I've said, I'm not the greatest player in the world, but I have gotten so much better over the last few years by just learning from my mistakes. That's a big thing in basketball, is just learning from your mistakes, and don't do the same thing over and over again if it doesn't work. It just amazes me how many players just do the same thing over and over again when it doesn't work, and then they complain that their thing doesn't work. But anyway, guys, as I said, I've talked and raved long enough. If you are still here, I really do appreciate it. And if you are still here, you must like the content, so leave a like and leave a subscribe. It really does help out. But anyway, guys, I've talked and raved long enough. If you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch us later.